Hi everyone, this is Oliver Lucanus, Conservation Ambassador for Fluval Aquatics. Today I'd like to show you some fish that we don't often see in the aquarium, but they are among the most interesting oddball fish, freshwater eels. Eels in general are very successful, found on every continent and in some form in every ocean. I'm using the term really generally because many fish take the snake-like body shape of eels even if they're not related to the true eels, the ones we would eat as unagi or smoked like most northern Europeans. There are a bunch of subfamilies like the true eels, moray eels, conger eels, and then there are fish with eel-like bodies that we broadly call eels in the aquarium hobby, like the spiny eels or swamp eels found in both South America and Asia. Obviously many eels are predators, and you have to be careful before adding them to any aquarium, because most are excellent nocturnal hunters and you can easily lose your fish. But that is not the greatest challenge in keeping them. All eels, including spiny eels, but especially moray eels, are escape artists. Here in my facility, I actually use tape to close any gaps to prevent morays from escaping and drying out on the floor. Make sure that any setup for these fish has been carefully eel-proofed. Spiny eels are the best choice. Nearly all species do not harm other fish, even if they get quite large, with few exceptions. And while most eels prefer live or frozen food, I find that the mustassemblous eels are more usually easy to wean onto bug bites. Within a few weeks they will accept the dry food, which makes it a lot easier to keep them long term. I find that asking a person that is watching your aquarium while you're away is not always crazy about reaching for the frozen bloodworm in the freezer. Spiny eels are actually hugely diverse. They occur all over Africa, with lots of species in Lake Tanganyika and the Congo. In the Congo, there are even a handful of blind species, eels that occur in the deep, dark water of the river and have lost their eyes. But spiny eels are also found across Asia, from the far west in Turkey to China and Indonesia in the east. Equally widespread are the swamp eels, a group of fish that has a lot of species. Many of them are not scientifically described, with some cave species in Central America, in Indonesia, and lots of species all over South America and throughout most of Southeast Asia. They are more predatory, but also incredibly hardy fish that do well with other larger species. Moray eels are more complicated, and there are now over 200 species of them, and essentially they are marine fish. But some species in Indonesia occur in the estuaries, and Gymnothorax polyurodon actually occurs year-round in pure freshwater. It's a real moray eel with the same look as the marine species, and it can get quite big, up to 1 meter. But they do really well in the aquarium and usually will not harm fish that don't fit in their mouth. For aquarists that have kept almost everything, this is one of the coolest fish to try. I hope you all saw some fish you want to try and keep. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. And come check out my channel for more details about some of the fish I'm showing here.